Kia ora. My name is Toni Marie Smith and thank you for tuning in to the 2022 New Plymouth Mayoral Candidate Interview Series, the purpose of which is to give you, the residents of New Plymouth, a better idea of who your candidates are, beyond their little written bios and the questions on the NPDC Know Your Candidates webpage. If you're interested in the answer to those questions, I will put a link to that webpage below. Today, I am very pleased to be joined by Muzz McDowell. How are you this morning, Muzz?
Oh, great, thanks, Tony. You know, new day, new beginnings. Yeah, one day at a time.
Yeah.
That's us.
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, I will start out by apologising for not being able to attend the mullet competition on Saturday. How did it go? Were you impressed with the turnout of mullets?
Firstly, I accept your apology. And, you know, it was gnarly, like bring it on, for an annual event.
Yeah. So as far as the winner goes, did you feel threatened in terms of, mullet game?
No threats at all. It was an enjoyable community event and the entry was for free.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, is this going to be an annual thing, do you think?
Oh,
more mullet competitions to come?
Yeah, well, it's in Emma's hand. Like, I'd rather throw the idea and have a New Zealand title. We've got our representative, Ricky. Yeah, so big picture. Awesome. I just chuck out the idea, just like Crowded House. Here's an idea and they ran with it. Oh. Hallelujah. Ooh,
wonderful. Yeah. Community centred. I like it. Well, I hope there's another mullet competition in future because I'd like to come next time.
Oh, well, the invite's here if it happens.
Thank
100%.
Thank you. Okay, so if you've seen one of these videos before, you'll know that I ask all the candidates the same 5 questions just to make it fair in comparing answers and responses. So we'll get into it. So arguably every person who puts themselves forward for the job of mayor will say that they're going to be the best person for the job. But if everybody was the best person, then it wouldn't matter who we voted for. We all have different skills and qualities, but the value of those skills often depends upon what's needed at the time. So what do you feel sets you apart from the other candidates in light of what NPDC and the community are currently facing?
Well, they're currently facing, well, what sets me apart is probably my number one policy. It's one I grew up with, it's called honesty, with honesty comes my integrity, my mana, etc. And it ain't about me. It's never been about me. It's about the people, the community, and that they've got an option coming up to vote. It's their choice. I'm not saying vote for me, but I'm already saying thank you if you had, which I appreciate because that's giving confidence from the people, to represent our region, my hometown. And it takes a team effort, so I'm more concerned about the councillors that will help me on this journey for us. Yeah, because I've got a t-shirt, you plus me equals we, and that's a simple way.
Yeah.
But all I can do is just grow, because this is all foreign territory to this character, but I'm up for, let's say, the challenge, the experience and my life school experience with people, interacting, trying to bring the best out of them. Positivity outweighs negativity 7 days a week.
Yeah, nice.
Tony,
Thank you, Muzz.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Radio, so I've been coining this question the humility test. If elected, what aspects of the role of mayor might you expect to challenge you most, and which skills or areas of knowledge do you feel you could further develop to ensure that you are executing that role as best as possible?
Well, I'm not a know-all, because I know all, they think they know it all, whereas I like to be meek, humble, and have wisdom that is input, wise decisions, not foolish ones. And that's where I take my time, I do my homework before, I apply something and be thorough. But the thing with skills is that you can always gain more and get better. The only thing I can do, personally, is give 100%. I can't give any more than 100%. No matter who my employer is. and I'd be an employee of the people of New Plymouth, Ngāmutu, Taranaki, you know.
So might I suggest, are you saying that despite the skills or areas of knowledge that you may find that you will encounter that you need to work on, you're always going to give 100%?
Yeah, that's
despite
correct.
the challenges.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, there's going to be decisions, whether large or small, they're still a decision, they're important. And if you get it wrong, learn from your mistakes, because I ain't perfect. And find me someone on planet Earth that is. But that's where you grow. and I've got no time for pride.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather eat these pies and never get fat, and they're called humble pies.
I didn't know where the end of that sentence was
humble
going.
pies, mate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. Be meek, you know, humility, peace, love, hope. The greatest of these, you know, is like love, of course. Got no love? Well, hey, no araha. Mate, man, you're in dire straits. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's lovely.
That's my view.
No, thank you. Alrighty, so Three Waters is a hot topic, closely followed by potholes. But today with this question, I'm not asking about the stance, because if you're interested in the stance on Three Waters reform, you can find that on the NPDC Know Your Candidates website. But this question is more about community connection and perception of how the community is feeling. So in your view, what do you see as the key reasons the Three Waters reform is receiving such fierce opposition from the community and from other councils?
Because it's undemocratic. They haven't listened to the people to start with. They're pushing their own agenda, the government. They've already done it to the health board, for example. And you need to stand, if you don't accept, and it's an injustice, you know, have a voice, stand strong, and push back, and then the result will come, whether it's yay or nay, as long as you try, you know. And I don't have fear. Yeah, I might have the odd nerve, you know, but I've got no fear. And boldness and all that, that's where I don't accept what the government's doing. Because from what I can gather, it's about money. You know, it's a monetary type thing, but yes, we do need to invest in our infrastructure that's been neglected for years upon years. Too much talk, not enough action, you know. So there's not much satisfaction, and it's unnecessary panic fear. But what I like to do, Tony, is ask the people for their input, you know, their concerns, and try and give them a solid, you know, logical, always an honest answer, you know, to dispel what's going on one day at a time. Get through today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Yesterday's already been and gone, you know, and it's unnecessary with the upheaval in people's lives. We've got bigger things to be concerned about. Housing, food, rates going up, you know. That's these things that I'm more concerned about. And throw it in for the young ones, a skip head. Yeah. You know.
Well, you mean give them a place to do that?
Well, it's not up to me. Remember, it has to be over 7 with the vote. I can just come up with the idea. But if other councils are into it, yeah, Joyce. Yeah, I'd like to be the first one to do a burnout, you know, legally.
Well, you might get a few young votes, young voters supporting you on that one. Yeah. Okay, thank you. No,
you're welcome.
I think that, and as far as I've heard as well, the inability for or for communities to not feel heard seems like one of the main reasons for that opposition. Like not being heard, you know, that's the respect, and you do have a voice. To be ignored, you know, I'm a people person. I'm not a suit and tie, but I know how to dress for the occasion. And it's the heart of the person. When you get below the surface, because what's in the heart will come out. But if you're going to ignore those that are the community that put you in that position, you know, well, that's not a good move, you know, because you're self-centered, you're looking at pride, look at me. I know when I go to the toilet, my, it stinks, you know, but it's, listen to the people. Don't just hear them, listen, you know.
they have a voice, just like me. You know, I'm loud, I'm proud of Taranaki. Why not? Amber and black. Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, so the issue of misinformation, disinformation spread and its potential impact on the community has become quite a highly debated topic because our lives are increasingly online, really media saturated. But in regard to democratic process and societal progress, what are your views on freedom of speech and conversely, some people's desire to censor certain ideas?
Freedom of speech, I've been a person that is into freedom to respect another person's viewpoint and that without getting too argumentative. And when it comes to freedom of choice. If you want to wear a mask, for example, wear one. If you don't, don't. If you want to get a jab, get one. If you don't, don't. You know, there's so much political rules, regulations, red tape, tying you up. I've got freedom within me, you know, regardless of what's going on in the world, because I've got a peace within myself. Freedom. Well, I remember a movie, and was it the guy Wallace or whatever? Yeah. What did he cry out? Freedom, cried the Scotsman. And yes, I am part Scottish, part Irish. Yeah.
So that freedom needs to apply to our speech. And I like what you said about being able to express your views without getting argumentative about it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's where people can get shut down inappropriately, and this is where the censor, like foul language and all that. Yeah, so you censor that out, you know, because that's inappropriate on that side of it. But freedom. What is freedom? Freedom of choice. I think it's the old Yanks, the American people. They've got some amendment or whatever, you know, freedom of speech, the democracy side of it. But we're here in New Zealand, you know, and I respect, you know, that you're not bound and your identity is to be respected of who you are, not belittled and put down with such matters. That's negativity. I'm into positivity. Freedom would be positivity. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a know-all, but that's how I promote it. Yeah, It's sort of like an eagle flies, freedom. You know, soar the heights, man. Yeah, no traffic lights in the sky, man. You know.
Yeah, apparently it's not that hard to fly a plane, my dad says. So, and it's great because there's no traffic lights or traffic jams.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a wee side step. Yep. We're going to tie up the interview with a bit more fun. Can you please give me a campaign catchphrase that includes your name? Includes
my name. Oh, right. Yeah, I could do that. Yep, pretty sure I can. Right. This whole journey has been a buzz. My name is Muzz. If you vote for me, we will make history.
Oh, yo, that's awesome.
Hallelujah.
I was just going to say, because I've been making suggestions for everybody, I was going to say maybe like, I got you, cuz, vote for Muzz. What do you think about that one?
Sweet as.
Yeah.
You know,
can you say that one to the camera?
What was it again?
I got you, cuz, vote for Muzz.
I got you, cuz, vote for Muzz. I'd rather go, Whānau, we are one. Hallelujah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that energy. Yeah.
Let's have fun. We are one.
Oh, I like that one. He's got all the catchphrases and the t-shirts. Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Muzz. I really appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure, Tony.
Wonderful to speak to you. And thank you for watching. Thank you for taking interest. Remember to vote, otherwise there's no point in watching these videos. All the best, and ka kite.
Have a great day. What are you eating?
That was great.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Hey, that's still rolling, eh? Yeah. Hey, if it's still rolling, hang on, check this out. See? I think it's got both the mullet, eh?
Oh, yeah,
Hey.
And when your mullet gets too long, it just says the mullet.
No, just need a trim. If it gets too long, yeah. Right,
Awesome.
That's us.